I'm not a rabbit, but early in A Link to the Past, I ended up in the dark world as a cute pink bunny. I was helpless. It was humiliating. But now I'm getting to the point where I can go to the dark world as a cute pink-haired man. And to celebrate this evolution, I decided to bake a carrot cake. A real carrot cake from scratch. Not boxed, not faked, not summoned using dark magic as most carrot cakes are these days. Let's begin. This challenge felt slightly overwhelming at first. You start with nothing, no batter, no frosting, and the next thing you know, you're trying to summon a whole dessert into existence. It's intimidating. So I made sure that I broke the recipe down into small steps, just one tiny task at a time, and that made everything feel much more manageable. And that was similar to something I dealt with in A Link to the Past. As I was climbing the tower to fight the wizard, I kept going into these tiny rooms filled with enemies that were attacking me all at once. It was total chaos. I was swinging my sword like a madman, not hitting anyone, and taking a ton of damage. Why is this guy so fast? Leave me alone. Go represent Hyrule in the Olympics or something. That's your true calling. Things got way easier for me when I started to focus on only one enemy at a time. Take out one, then the next, then the next. And doing that both in-game and in the kitchen made it possible for me to progress. As I made my way through the tower, I ran into enemies that weren't difficult, but were very annoying. They would take a million hits. It was like 5 or 6. I would hit them once, they'd slowly go through their attack animation, and then I'd have a chance to hit them again. But they were just wasting my time. I kept wanting to rush in and do extra damage, but every time I did, I got smacked. I had to be patient to succeed. And this was also true during the baking process. As I was adding the dry ingredients to the wet mix, I couldn't just dump everything in at once. That would have created a nightmare. The flour would clump, the batter would be ruined, and a portal to the underworld would open, releasing unspeakable horrors upon humanity, obviously. So I had to go slow. Add a little, mix, add a little, mix again. During this process, patience is necessary even when it's boring, especially when it's boring. So I took my time and made it to the top of the tower, made a clumpless batter, and kept the gates of hell sealed for another day. I finally made it to the wizard, my wise guide. I forgot his name. It's Sriracha or something. He told me that the only way to do damage to the wizard is to reflect his attacks. So I was ready for that. I wasn't ready for projectiles that can't be reflected. I also wasn't ready for guaranteed damage if I was standing in the wrong spot. Hey, maybe give me a full list of the attacks next time, Sriracha. I only learned what he was fully capable of after fighting him. And I think that trying and failing is one of the best teachers. Like for baking, I read about what I was supposed to do and what I was supposed to avoid. If Sriracha wrote the recipe, he probably would have forgotten to mention carrots. But yeah, I didn't understand the nuances of baking until I started to actually go through the process. I had to taste the frosting to understand how much sugar to add. I had to whisk the batter by hand to truly understand the benefits of a mixer. I had to taste the frosting to get an understanding of what the perfect thickness would be. I had to taste the frosting to see how it would look if I decorated. I just ate a lot of frosting. So when I defeated the wizard, before I had a chance really to celebrate, this dude just threw me into the dark world, a harder place with bigger challenges. Fantastic reward. Have you ever heard of a treasure chest? But in a way, it's a perfect metaphor for my baking journey. Because baking this carrot cake wasn't the end, it's just the beginning. By completing it, I feel like I unlocked more levels in real life. Now that I know I can bake this thing, I want to try to bake more things, push further, and get better. If Link stayed in the early game forever, it would get boring. There really is not much going on in his village. The game gets exciting when the world expands, and that's kind of what this challenge did for me. It expanded my possibilities and my waistline. I ate a lot of frosting. So yeah, I took on this carrot cake challenge and learned more about Zelda and baking than I expected. If you enjoyed this, come hang out on Discord. I want that to be a place where we talk about self-development, games, our projects, and if you want to support this ridiculous content, check out the Patreon. I post bonus stuff there. I'll be doing patron exclusive live streams, and yeah, that'll help me take on bigger challenges in the future. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you at the next quest.